learners will require some kind of support at some stage in their education journey. Educators might encounter learners who require more structured support that they're not able to provide in the classroom on their own. The purpose of this short film is to introduce the individual support planning process, as it is provided for in the screening, identification, assessment, and support policy. We will explore how to draw up an ISP, who is involved in the process, and when it is appropriate to do so. The CS policy is aimed at improving access to quality education for vulnerable learners and those who experience barriers to learning. It envisages a phased approach to screening and identifying barriers to learning and to providing support for learners. When a teacher is concerned about a learner, a process should be followed to ensure the learner is receiving the support required in order to participate meaningfully in learning. This process should look at the learner's needs holistically and involve multiple role players, including the parent. One such a case will be used to navigate through this process. Here we have young Jimmy in grade R. He has been identified as a learner with poor speech and communication skills. He also struggles with concentration at times. He has temper tantrums and displays unacceptable behavior at times. His parents are aware of the challenges he experiences and they have sought support. He has been screened and has been diagnosed to be on the autism spectrum, with a referral to special school for children requiring high-level support. However, school-based observation found that his level of function does not require referral to special school. At times he appears to be somewhere else in his mind. He doesn't do well in group environments, but functions well on his own. He doesn't like changes in the program of the day and needs a daily routine. He's low functioning in some areas, and in other aspects he has normal abilities. His teacher has tried all avenues to support him. She has done classroom interventions by drawing up a teacher individual intervention plan. But none of her efforts have yielded results and she requires more support. This is the first learner that the teacher has to include in her class. She has submitted her referral to the SBST for support. At the SBST meeting, as part of the process of drawing up the ISP, they do a thorough review of the teacher's identification of barriers and the classroom interventions applied. In order to ensure that the correct identification of barriers to learning has been done and all interventions applied have been exhausted, discussions then lead to exploring other avenues and strategies for support. Components of the ISP that need to be considered in these discussions are area of intervention. In the case of young Jimmy, there are various areas requiring intervention: behavior, communication, and learning. Target to be achieved. Here, it is important to be specific about what it is we seek to achieve by providing the said support. Strategies of intervention. Here, we need to indicate which strategies we will implement to support the learner, who the responsible person would be, time frame, or review date. It refers to the period in which we intend to offer the support and review the effectiveness of the strategies implemented, report on progress made, or review. The SBST will need to review the ISP to check progress made and following steps to take. There are various role players that may be involved in drawing up the individual support plan. The SBST, permanent members as well as co-opted members, with expertise relating to particular learning needs. The class teacher. Parents of the learner. Parents are often not included in the ISP process, yet they should be. The learner, where relevant. It is important to ensure that all stakeholders that can contribute are included. The ISP is a way of coordinating and planning for support for an individual learner. The benefits of such an ISP is focus on holistic individual support needs, establishment of reviewable targets, and an overview of the support.